Hi everybody, this is Alchemist2 and I'm back again with another series review. I just recently watched the Christmas episode of Doctor Who, and it was called The Husbands of River Song. And honestly, River Song is one of my favorite characters of all time. In fact, her name is my screen name on ICQ. That's how much I love her. And she just sparkled throughout the entire episode. She was just so glamorous and witty and sarcastic and clever and headstrong. And her one-liners, her zingers, were the crowning achievement to this episode. And not only that, the episode was just very spectacularly written, and to be honest with you, it was one of my favorite episodes of the season, other than the very beginning, our two-parter, which I felt was outstanding. It was astronomically phenomenal. This episode actually made me cry a little bit, which I wasn't expecting, but there were a lot of hearkenings to past episodes of previous incarnations of the Doctor. I'm not going to say what they were, but the way it was done was so seamlessly integrated within the episode. It just happened to segue so easily, and I thought, yeah, these writers really know what they're doing. This episode, there's nothing wrong with it. I don't find any quibbles, quabbles, squabbles, or I can't kvetch because it's just absolutely tremendous. I thought that the episode itself was just the acme of all the episodes this year. It's basically all I have to say about the Husbands of River Song. And as a Boxing Day present, I should say, it wasn't really aired over here on Christmas Day. It was aired the day after, and a lot of people don't even know what Boxing Day is. I mentioned Boxing Day. I know about obscure holidays, and obscure what would you call it? Obscure ideas, themes, I should say, obscure themes for a particular month. Like November, I do believe, is colorectal month, if I'm not mistaken. Either that or gastrointestinal. I can't recall. It's either gastrointestinal or colorectal, and I don't know how I remember that. If people look at me like, huh? Well, yeah, that makes sense because it is Thanksgiving and a lot of people do eat a lot of food and blah, 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 blah. And, yeah, it's cause kind of off the beaten path as just trivial knowledge, but September's Awareness Month. January and I think December, January are Suicide Prevention Month, I do believe. No, I think maybe another month in particular, but those months as well, but it's suicide. It's either prevention or awareness. I can't recall which, but either or, it's the same thing as to awareness, but it's just one of those things, I think. I like this whole idea of how they break the fourth wall in this episode as well, because she there's one part where she's with her quote-unquote husband, and she has a sonic trowel, and she points it at her husband's head, and she says, one more step closer, and the head, one step closer, the head gets it, and Doctor says, well, you do realize how ridiculous that sounds, don't you? Sonic trowel? I thought, you've got sonic sunglasses. Aren't you kind of being a little bit excessive and affected? But in a way, he was being tongue-in-cheek about the whole thing, because as Whovians know, there are a lot of things that are just eccentric about the Doctor, and that's why I enjoy the series so much. And another show that's similar to it is Rick and Morty, and I know, the creators of the show even mentioned that as well, but Rick and Morty is in a whole different vein, and in many respects, and please don't hurt me, it's actually kind of better than Doctor Who. It doesn't move in an episodic fashion, but this next season, don't know if they're going to do that or not, and it doesn't really matter because you can watch it at whatever point in time in the season and it's still going to make sense. Um, but it's just that whole idea of theoretical physics coming into play, and still that whole idea really can botch up your mind and make your brain hurt. I know it does for me on many occasions. Same thing with the fourth wall. And I like the fourth wall and messing around with what we consider to be reality. Me going on a philosophical kind of rant here, but the episode I just thought was really splendid, and it was nothing short of marvelous. And I wait with bated breath for next season. Um, in other news, I've been doing very well at work. I've started catching up with Game of Thrones season 5. I recently watched episode 4. Yeah, it was episode 4, I do believe. Either 3 or 4. I think it was 3. I don't remember if it was 3 or 4. I think it was 4. Yeah, it was 4. And I'm going to be watching Outlander. Of course, the new season of Outlander starts fairly soon. I just watched the next to last episode of Ash vs. the Evil Dead, and there was a plot twist I did not see coming with Ruby. Holy crap. Let's see. Librarians, I haven't seen it yet, but I will watch that, and I just recently started taping telenovela, so we'll see if I like it or not. Superstore I'm not going to be watching because I live that life, and it kind of hits too close to home for me. Other than that, that's pretty much all I have to say, other than I've been writing quite a bit. I'm writing journal entries every time we hear from our friend that we helped out for 2 years. I write a journal entry because I want to write a book about his experience. Of course, I'm writing scripts and stories, and I'm still writing Christmas parodies, even though Christmas is over. I thought, my muse has suddenly come to life, and now she wants to start writing Christmas parodies again. Okay, fine, I'll give her indulgence. Yay, my brain! It never turns off, but that's what I'm up to right now. Other than that, I don't believe I had a chance to wish anybody Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Peaceful Ramadan. Hanukkah's come and gone. I already wished everybody Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa. Happy Boxing Day. Boxing Day has already been and gone. Epiphany is not until the 6th, so pre-wishing of a happy Epiphany if I do not have the chance to wish you a happy Epiphany, aka Three Kings Day. That's all I have to say. Until next time, live long, prosper. Ciao tutti!